Boy, howdy. Well, as you can tell, we're at Nebraska. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping you like the video. But hey, Nebraska is pretty cool. I like this map. Yes, it's got a lot of flat in it, but then again, you're farming. And you're in Nebraska, so hey, that's the way it goes. We got some harvesting to get done today. Actually, we have a lot of harvesting to do today. I'm hoping the game here gets going pretty quick. There we go. And as you can see, yeah, if somebody can tell me what the camera's doing. Now, it didn't do this yesterday. It doesn't seem to do it at all on the truck game. It only seems to do it here on the farm. And yes, I've got third person. And that's what we look like. So now we're going to go running over here. And we're going to set this off. We're going to try to run course play on this. Now, the last time I tried to use course play, it didn't seem to work too well. So we're going to give this a shot. And we're going to see what it does. There we go. Alrighty. Now we're going to get it fired up. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. And to be honest, I got two of these big old fields here in cotton. I wanted to show you real fast. I've got 15 and 16. Now, you want to know the size? Look right here. There's 140 acres there. And there's 130 acres there. So I've got 270 acres of cotton sitting. All of it's got to be harvested. And it's not gonna work again. I don't know what's wrong with that either. So, here we go. We're gonna get it going this way. We've got to at least get a couple of headlands done. And yes, I'm using a modded machine here. This thing will actually take 200,000 liters of cotton to a bale. And as you can see, it'll do 31 miles an hour. This mod, I can't tell you where I got it from. All I can tell you is it is made by Bex. B-E-C-S. Now, other than that, I really don't know. But, hey, gotta get something going here. And if anybody watches that can tell me what the hell's going on with my camera here, I'd really appreciate it, because like I said yesterday in the truck video, it does not do this. It only seems to do this in the farm game. Now, I'm not sure why it does it only in the farm game. I was beginning to believe that maybe my camera was screwed. But the way it's acting, I don't think there's anything wrong with the camera. I think it may be something in the game. And I love how hired workers can't find can't find the correct direction here. That just really drives me nuts. I mean, I wasn't more than 1 or 2 off, and it still can't find the correct direction. I don't know. So we're going to get this one going here, and we're going to let him run a couple headlands up top. And we're probably going to run a couple over here around this little farm sitting here at the top corner of it. Excuse me, I need a cup of coffee. And then we'll set him off on his way. And he can run this on his own. And if somebody can tell me what's going on with course play, I'd like to know that too, because I've never seen it pop that stupid little yellow arrow up and then freeze the mod. I don't quite understand that. Well, hot dog, we just get them both done. Let's go for it. I mean, they are close enough together, I don't think it'll make much difference. But as soon as we can get him set up and going here, I think I'm going to take off and I'm going to run over and I think we'll go do some canola. I got 2 great big fields of canola over here. I'll show you them. See, they're here. We got 2 big old fields of canola. Now these are, that's 109 and that's 143. So, you know, we got quite a bit of crop to get going here. Now let's see if he can turn around here and get back to work with some sense. Now I haven't, now see, he was 277 and he found center point. I don't get it. But we seem to be going along here pretty well. And you know, I may just leave him alone, let him run it this way and just collect them this direction. He seems to be able to run both fields this way. So that's good. That's always a plus when you can get more done in a strip. Let's see what he does when he gets here. Because if he'll keep this up, this will get a whole lot of this done pretty fast. And see, the great thing with harvesting this, you don't have to sit and tend him all day. Oh, now he's gonna, come on, dumb butt. Get your act together. See, he won't find his center point. And I don't understand that. I think we are going to slow him down just a bit. I'd be happy it harvested at 20. Maybe that'll get him to where he can figure out what the hell he's doing a little easier. I don't know. Well, I think we're okay up here. We're going to jump down here to field 13. Alrighty, and here we go. And we're running the John Deere 799. I know I don't say it on the side, but that's what we are running. So we're going to get him going. We're going to get that running. Oh, and by the way, I went and got a new item to work with some of the games. I went and bought that, well, it used to be called the SciTech side panel. Now it's the Logitech side panel. Now this thing only runs at 12, but that's fine. I have increased its capacity a bit though, because I'm running that easy mod, that easy cheat mod. Because, well, on fields like this, gee, 14,000 is about a 1/16 of a strip. So, you know, hey, you gotta kind of work stuff to make it fit. Now we're still working on building up the farms and that kind of thing. But, you know, hey, we're getting it. We're gonna let him run a couple of 3 strips through here. And then there's a couple more I gotta get run on the other, up at the other side of it. Cause your telephone poles that you see here, your light pole, your power poles, they are all collidable. Even the light posts back there you can run into. So that sometimes gets to be an issue. But, hey, things happen. And this is the other thing I love. Do you see I'm in the field? That dude's honking his horn because he thinks I'm blocking him. I do not understand that in the least. But I'm like, well, if you're going to be that damn dumb, that's your own problem. And yeah, I know he missed a bit. But I'll show you the reason we got so much canola over here. Let me find him here. There we go. We are running Stevie's global mod, and it gives us a diesel production, and you have to put canola in it, and it holds like 1,000,000 liters. Of course, I've adjusted that too. But, you know, you gotta have stuff to do. You gotta have something to do with some of your stuff. And gee, a map is big, you're gonna have to have gas. Now this makes organic fertilizer. It makes herbicide, liquid fert, and regular dry fert. And it takes bio waste and water. Now I'm gonna show you over somewhere at another spot. Oh, where is he? I think he's over this way. But no. Let's see. There, no, that ain't it. That's the same spot. Yeah, it's straight across. So let me get my speed mod up. And we're going to run over here real fast. Now, I think it's up. No. There it is. Okay. It blends in sometimes too well. This is our compost maker. And it looks like we're out of stuff to do that with too. Wait a minute. Yeah, I filled it full and look. Oh well. We'll get her. But yeah, that's what we got going on for now. So we're going to jump back over here. Okay, well isn't this brilliant? Where'd you go? Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Here we are. Alright, now this ain't too bad. We got several good strips off of it here. This looks to be a good 3 here right now. And if you're wondering, yes, farmers chug coffee all the time. Well, let me know what you think about the hat. You like it? I'm getting ready to go get another one because it's getting close to being summer. This is more of my winter and going out in the wet and rain kind of hat. But yeah, we're looking at picking up a new one here. Ah, good. You went all the way to the end. Now, we got to get a couple off of this over here, because it thinks it can hit that pole from 80 foot away. I don't get it. But, you know, hey, what the hell? Think what you want to think is all I can tell you. So we're going to get this took off right there, and we're going to go on up. We're going to do a little bit of wiggle waggle. Kind of get this trimmed out just a little bit. And yes, that is a wet ditch. Because I found that usually if you can get this trimmed out a couple of strips, it usually works a little better. You can turn a little easier here. So, we're going to truck along this side. Now this video may be a little longer than yesterday's, because we're doing a lot more work. Alright, we're going to pull that up. And if memory serves, we have poles at the top of this field. So we're going to go headland that before we get started. And since I'm up here, I may headland both fields here real quick. But yeah, we got a double field of oat up there at the top. And we're just going to go ahead and make us a strip here. Ain't no need driving past this. We're going to get this strip done. But yeah, this hat I put on when I went down to help my son with his car. And our second day, we had on and off rain showers. Well, you couldn't call it a shower. It was more like a pour down. Because it would start off nice and slow, and the next thing you know, it rained so hard you couldn't see. I had this on, and it rained on this hat for, I don't know, a couple hours. Didn't hurt the hat, and I didn't get wet. I found out about these back when I was working, because I went and bought one from a truck stop not too far from here, because I was out in a pickup truck 6 days a week in all kinds of weather and getting wet, being cold, getting snowed on, and everything else. And I mean, you know, hell, there was times I was gone on pickups for 8 and 10 hours a day. Then when I got back and got the truck unloaded, then I had to go on deliveries. So, you know, hey, I was like, well, I got to do something to keep myself as healthy as I can. So this is what I did. I went and got this, and you know, it was funny. I wore that hat all winter during all the snow, and heck, that year I think we had 9 inches of snow on the ground at one time. And then it'd get warm, and it would try to rain, then it would freeze it over, you know, all the normal weird weather crap you get. But you know, the funny part was I never did get sick. And I think I can attribute a lot of that to wearing this hat. Because I tell you what, I hadn't had that hat on, I do have a feeling I would have probably ended up with pneumonia. Now, let's see if he can straighten his dumb butt out here. There you go. Gee, it ain't that hard to find a degree or two, is it? So let's take a look and see how he is doing here. Well, he's still running. All right, we're going to jump up here just really fast. Well, I'm sure he ain't dropped the bail yet, but that's fine. I guarantee you he will before long, before it's over with. So there's an awful lot of cotton. Alrighty, so we need to get back down here and pay attention to this bozo. And we got our trucks and everything set up where we need them for the moment. And we got our grain augers. And like I said, I do not understand what's going on in my cam. Now, it does not do this in any other game. Because I have tried it in several of them. And it's only the farm where it seems to do it. So if someone can let me know what this is, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, like everybody else, I'm just stuck sitting here in the house. I hate it. I really do. I really, really hate it. I absolutely despise being cooped up. Now, let's see what he does. He's gonna stop. So we're gonna let him go here and get a couple strips on this end of this one done. Just so we got that done ahead of schedule. But see, this is the other thing I like. Look at the distance that you can see on this map. Now, I've been on maps where out to the middle of the field, you can't see past it. And yeah, the big white building there, that's my house. That's where my cow pasture is, and that's what we're going to raise is cows. And we may end up setting a couple of them up because it'll only hold 500, that is, unless I can get in there and figure out a way to increase it. Because I'd like to at least be able to raise maybe 1,000 or 2 head of cows. And there's our wage payment and our income. So that's good. At least we're still making a little money on it daily. Let me get him here and we'll get him turned and I'll show you how deep in debt we are now that we've bought all of our equipment. It was quite expensive. But, you know, when you start off with a farm like this and you have zero equipment, no property, and nothing else, you know, it gets a little, it's not exactly easy. Well, now that didn't go right because it didn't take it. I'll have to get in there and fix that soon. Because now I know we had a bigger loan than that, and I ain't paid none of it all. So we'll get in there and we'll doctor that up and fix that. Now, I'll tell you something. If you all are playing this and you're having a hard time making enough money to keep the interest rate paid up, go into your save game, under your documents, and open up the file that says farms. And at the top of that, you will see your loan amount and your money you have in the bank, this up here in the top right, and then you'll see your interest rate. This just blew my mind when I saw this, because I couldn't figure out how with a $100,000 loan I had such a high interest payment every day. Which, I'm sorry, I've never seen that before on a loan. How do you have a daily interest payment? I just do not get it. But that loan interest, now understand what I'm saying, is set to 200% daily. Now, I'm sorry, I don't know anybody dumb enough to sign a 200% interest loan. So, if you're working it without cheating it in any way to get extra money, and you can't get your finances straight, let me tell you, give you a hint. Go in and adjust that damn interest rate. Go look it up on your search and type in farm loan interest rates. You know, they're between 2 and 4.5 to a little more percent interest. There is never such a thing as a 200% interest on a loan. So, that might be a thing for you to know. And I'll show you this multi-cheat mod here real quick. Let me get to the end of this field. The end of this strip anyway. Now you notice over here in the bottom right how low my fuel is, and that the vehicle's starting to get a little bit of wear on it. Let me show you something really awesome with this mod. Because now I don't know about you all, but now I've used the in-game equipment, the vanilla. You make one strip and your header's over half shot. Now I don't quite understand how that works. Because now I know farmers and know where. Now you got to be on the right piece. Now you see you got your fill unit. DEF, which that don't count here. Diesel. So you can fill your diesel. Now, let's see. You can adjust the amount of wear. And look, we're full of gas and we're fully repaired. So now let's get her swung. Yeah, see, that's another thing you'll notice. Let me get this. Looky, we actually have real power lines on this map. That was something Giants couldn't do. When they turned the game out, we did not have power lines in Ravenport. Now, I don't know. Now, this map is made by an individual, not a company, with a whole batch of people. I don't get it. So, alright, we got this running. So now we're going to come over here and find our tractor. And as you can see, we're running a Hall Master on a John Deere 9. So we're going to get this puppy fired up and get our chute set. And now we're going to take off. And yes, I'm using a wheel to drive with. So we're going to get this tractor over here on this side of the field, so when the combine is ready to be emptied, we can get to it. Now I need to go in and I need to get me a piece of equipment and clear some more of them trees out, I do believe. And we may check on doing that here in just a minute. My only complaint with this tractor, and it's not much of a complaint because you stop and look how damn big it is. Yeah, it's going to be a little slow, but gee, I wish it had just a tick more speed. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do here in this game with this. Quite nice. And I mean, I feel sorry for the folks with the consoles that are trying to play this game, because wow, you just really can't get much when it comes to modifications. Sorry, I was remembering my truck setup. But yeah, so there you are. That's it. Well, I guess I ought to show you around the farm a bit, huh? Alright, so this is our pallet picker, bale picker, and all that for the truck. And yes, I use the auto load. Don't ask me to do this individual bale crap, because real life I can do it. In the game I can't hang it. Sorry. But yeah, we got us a mower and a tedder so we can make some hay. Well, here, we'll just go run around the yard in this. And by the way, if you're wondering, the OY, that is from the same man that made Yogi Land. So I'm using a whole lot of his equipment mods. Some of them come from Mod Hub, some from Papa Smurf Modding, some from Mod Hoster. I'm trying to think of the rest of the place. I download mods from a whole lot of places. Now, if y'all want mine, if the mods I'm using, I will see about setting it up somewhere where y'all can download them. Now, a lot of mine I really sort of went crazy on. A lot of them I haven't touched. Like, well, for instance, right here in front of us, this Schultenmeister maker, whatever, yeah, Shooty maker. I don't know how you say it. I ain't from there. This comes from Papa Smurf Modding. It'll hold 5 million liters as you pick up. You can put an extension on it to make it hold 9 million. And the thing runs at about 40 miles an hour. It's quite awesome. The forage harvester here, that comes from Yogi. The beaten corn, I don't remember where it come from, but they're nice and big. Just like the Condor there, that's a mod. The sprayer's a mod. In fact, other than the tractors, everything in this shed is a mod. One thing I was absolutely thrilled to find are these. And let me show you how this works. Alright, as you can see, we got a couple of corn headers here. Well, you walk up to this post and you see whoa, sorry, let me get that turned off. And see, you can also do all this with it. Alright, now for you folks that read, I assume that's German. I'm not German, I don't know what it says. Now, watch this. You press left mouse button, and check it out. Shelf went up and so did them. Now, you see this blue shelf here? Watch this. That's with the O button. The letter O button, not the 0 button. Now, that one I usually leave down on that rack. Now, we got our forage harvester headers here. And see, when I come back with the 2 combines, I will put a header on the top one to see both shelves are down. And then I'll press 1 on it, and that one will go up, and then I'll set the other one on there. Now we got some stuff from GTX. These are the cotton bale barns. So for those of you like me that don't just want to run go sell it every time you get one made, you know, there you are. Now I got 3 of these down here because I basically want to wait until I get a, you know, a good going one to get it sold. Now this is Tim's Sell Point. This comes from Papa. And of course here, well, this may be easier on foot. We got a pig mixer, pig food. We got a seed machine. We've got a digesting silo, so you dump your material in it, it makes you digestate. And we may get into using that. You got a fermenting silo here. And we got a grass dryer. A gas dryer. Boy, that would be pretty slick. It's already dry. And in here, well, you know this is the pellet maker. And as you can see, we got loads of pellets. And we got a truckload of them over here waiting to be drove off. So, that's our farmyard. We'll jump back here to where the moo-moos are. Because I'm sorry, I like my moo-moo cows. And we got us a Holland here. We got us a transport trailer to take them off to sell them and one to go pick them up. Now, I have not used any of the animal pens in this map, so I can't help you with that part, because I don't know where in the hell this stuff goes. This is our TMR mixer, and I love it. The gates work. I've never seen a cow barn where the gates don't, but you'd be amazed how many of them you get that way. We got our water tanker. All the doors on these barns operate. I love that. But now, don't make me a liar here. Alright, come on. Maybe I'm just standing in the wrong place. Let me show you over here. Gee whiz, it wants to be a picky butthead. Alright, there's our doors. Okay, they don't want to open today. There we go. Now this is a nice big long barn so we can park some trucks in here like to take care of our critters with. Don't ask me why it didn't work. It's got to be finicky. Reminds me of somebody else I know. Now here we got a whole bunch of doors. So we can pop that one open. And we can pop that open. And then, well, gee, For a man as thin as that and can't get through a door, I don't know. That door open, and that door open. So your buildings have lots of entrance and exit. Does make it quite easy to be able to get it to function. Let's see. Wow, he's still way up there. Okay. Well, let's jump down here. We'll take a look, see how he is. Well, he's at about half full, which is not bad. And we've gotten quite a bit of this done. But yeah, when you're coming up through here, if you don't do your headlands, you are going to have a mega issue getting him to go around these poles. Whether it be hired worker or, when I can get it to function again, courseplay worker. Because they just don't seem to care for that. Mighty hard to get them around it. Now, I'll show you what we own here. Alright, so we got fields 13, 14, 15, 16, 4, 5, 12, and 11. Now we own this, but this is where all of our equipment and most of our buildings are. We own the 3 little spots ownable in town, and we own field 11. Now field 11 doesn't have much, so what I'm thinking is I may harvest this time and maybe one more, and then we may turn it into a second cow pasture. I'm not sure. But I figured may as well have 2 of them. If you're going to run a cattle farm, you got to have more than 400 cows. But we'll see. And let's see, you got a chicken farm here. You have a piggy farm here. And way up here, you got a horse ranch. Now, we may buy this and get into the horses, too. I don't know. I love raising them palominos. I like them horses. But see, as you can see, there is nothing else in this town, unfortunately, that you can buy. I would like to be able to buy some more because there's still some open ground here. I'd like to buy some more of it and be able to set some things up. Now, as far as the semi trucks that we're using to load into, we got this. And this is a lick live bottom trailer. So now let me show you what this is, if I can. This is a trailer with a conveyor belt. And the reason is, most of our sell points for grain are not drive-through. You have to back into them. Now, I've tried the double hopper. It'll work, but it's a mega pain in the butt. I've tried the kind of tippers where they raise. Works, but it gets stuck under all the roofs and then it shoots your truck out. Now, I've never seen that happen in real life, but hey, okay, it's a game. Deal with it. So, I was watching a guy that is playing on this map too, and this is how I found out about this one. But I'll get up here and let y'all get a bit of a look here. It's AU Lick. And it is an all aluminum trailer. I like the trailer. It works very well. My one complaint is it seems to get really dirty really quick, but then on this map, everything kind of seems to. So, we're going to get fired up here. And we are, now this is, well here, this is a perfect example. That was washed before it was brought out. And it's just been sitting over there in between the fields. It had not been run to use it. And look at all the dirt on it. But we're going to get up here, and we're going to get up here so we can catch this little booger. And yes, I've got this thing set to 700,000 liters. That's just the way I run it. Sorry. It's a big farm. You can't be picking it up at 20,000 at a time. And sorry if you hear all the little weird tones in the background. The phone's in. I've forgotten the phone in the other room. And of course, with all this stuff going on, I'm getting notifications left and right here. But yeah. But yeah, if somebody can tell me if this is caused from the camera going out or not, or if it has something to do with maybe a mod I've got in the game which has never affected it, I honestly couldn't tell you. But if someone would please let me know, if I had to get a new camera, we'll buy two and I'll set one up here so you can see how I do my games. And I tell you what, after we get him emptied out, I'll try to get the camera moved as gently as I can and show you all what I play with. Now, it's not the most expensive stuff, but it does work. You don't always have to have a $3,000 steering wheel to get these games to function. Now, I gotta get my booty over just a bit, and we're a little slow. Don't want to get too tight on him. But we'll get him emptied out, and then I'll show you how we're running the truck. Actually, I probably need to move the truck over here. And let's go do that. And yes, this is a modded cat. I'll show you. This comes from this here. It's mods by FS19. Now, I do not remember what site I got it at, but it's this truck. And I'll show you here. All right, you can have the long semi, the hook lift, the AR frame truck, the dump bed, which I've modded that at usually only holds 40. You can have a short semi and back to the long. Great set of trucks. Now, we're going to take him and we're going to drive him over here to the other side of 13. And if you notice, try to hear. You should be able to see it here. Watch as you drive. See the mud kick up? This is the only map I've been on with active mud. And yes, if you ain't careful, yes, you can get stuck in it, which is not fun. I got stuck in it. Thank God I had to lift it all heavy mod pickup, because that's exactly what I did. I had to get out and pick it up and move it. Because I have still yet to find, back it down, hot rod. I have still yet to find a wrecker mod that actually, for me, functions. Now, I'm not saying there ain't a good one out there. I'm just saying I ain't found one yet. Now, I know you wouldn't normally drive your semi-truck on the field, yes, so don't go bitching at me. We ain't gonna park it here. We're just gonna run here. I gotta get up here far enough to get it to a decent position. Now, let's pull him up here, get him straight. There we go. That looks pretty good. We're going to shut him off. And now we're going to run over here and go grab the tractor. Boom, 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 boom. And yes, my tractor's still running. I believe it was Farmer Klein. It was either Farmer Klein or Mr. Seeley P that showed you how to adjust the vehicle cutoff time. I don't remember how, but I went in and did it. And I gotta tell you, it beats the living out of hell out of having to, oh gee, I gotta run over here 5 foot and your tractor shut off. Cause I'm sorry, I got awfully aggravated with that shit. So here we go, we're dumping. But yeah, I'm running a lot of mods by those and a whole lot of them done by Stevie. I was running Stevie's Lakeland Vale or Lake Vale map. The map is very good, but I just got sick and tired of having to update it every other day. I wanted a map that had gotten done, so that's why we come here. This map has very few updates to do in it, and I don't know, I kind of like this. Now don't get me wrong, his map is an awesome map. And anybody that knows Stevie's mods knows that man knows how to make a good map. And I'm sorry, I may be saying wrong. Stevie may be a female. But whoever Stevie is, Stevie makes the best mods and the best maps of just about anybody out there. But, you know, hey, I don't know. Alrighty, well, we'll run him over here and go empty this one out again. Now, like I'm telling you, my setup's not very good. Right now, I'm playing on a tabletop. I am in the market and looking for a cockpit because my tabletop's starting to get quite overpacked here. I've got an awful lot of stuff on it. And it's getting to the point that it's almost getting awful hard to be able to work it. Now, we're going to pop you off. And sorry about the hand. See if I can get enough wire here to do this. Okay, we are running. There is the Logitech side panel. Sorry it's upside down. I got the TH8A 8 shifter and the TMX wheel from Thrustmaster. I'm running THP3 Pro pedals. So I've got all 3 pedals here. Had to get everything put back, sorry. But yeah, hey, I mean it works. So you know, you hear all these people say, Oh, you gotta go buy an $8,000, $900,000 steering wheel and $750 pedals, and oh, you gotta have the best of ever. No, you don't. Don't believe it, because you can get away without it. I have actually been playing with the wheel, the shifter, and the pedals for almost 4 years. I love the shifter. I love the pedals. The wheel is getting to the point that I think it's going to have to be replaced fairly soon. Not due to an issue, due to use. Because that's like here in the farm game. I've got 700 hours in this game. I think an American truck, I think I've got more than that. And in Euro truck, I think I'm pushing 2,000 hours. So that's a lot of hours on this piece of equipment. This thing's like about 6 years old. But yeah, speaking of the cockpit, if you all have an opinion on brand of cockpit, I would love to hear it. I am thinking about the Ubuntu. It's Obunto. I quite like that one. I like the way it looks. I like the fact that it's made out of steel instead of aluminum soft drink can. But yeah, you know, if y'all have any ideas, please let me know. Well, I'm going to continue to harvest. And I'm going to call it quits for here, folks. I'll bring you back when we get it done. So I'll probably see you next Friday on that. Because this may take a week to get all these harvested. I don't know. So, to everybody out there, stay safe. We love you. Take care. Remember, don't get too close. But everybody stay healthy. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.